It's all quiet. So.
All right. I think we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Merch Girl Boss Edition. We are so amped. Anytime we are able to get people on during the fourth quarter, it's a big deal. So number one, thank you guys for taking time out because it's getting to be kind of intense. Aside from the fact that obviously we have Thanksgiving coming up here, but big days, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, we can all be on there grinding it out. But you guys are willing to come on here and share and just help out. And I know there's people right now that are grinding it out listening. So thank you and welcome. We have Dean and Courtney. I'm not gonna say I can say Courtney Cramer. I got that, but Dean, I don't even know how to say your name, Dean. But I like when you talk anyways. You probably say it a lot better with your accent.
Yeah, it's Jayroe.
That's not that hard, but I would have messed it up.
Yeah, most people look at it and say Jayroe.
Yeah, I totally would have. And especially because of your accent. That's what I was.
Exactly.
So that makes sense. So it's cool that you guys are together now officially, officially living together now, right?
Pretty much. He goes home for like a few days,
like
a month or less now.
Yeah, we still got the house in Florida, so we'll go down there every now and then. So but up here, home.
So, I mean, some people might not know, and I'll just give a little bit of a snippet because I'm kind of talking out of knowledge of knowing you guys previously. We got a chance to meet each other at the licensing expo in Las Vegas, and then again in where Pennsylvania, and then was there somewhere else or no?
Nope.
No, that was it. When I had met you guys had gotten together and you guys lived in different states. But how did you guys meet?
We kind of met through Scanner Monkey, like way back, I guess. Jay likes to take the credit anyway.
Yeah, Jay takes the credit all the time.
Awesome. So yeah,
toys and Shopkins and stuff we're finding at Target.
So you guys through Scanner Monkey, which would be through the Facebook group, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's for me, it's turned into other things, but it was mainly for sourcing and retail arbitrage and stuff like that, right?
Which we don't really do anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Migrated onto that. Well, that is fun. So you get that that's a romantical thing. And just online, you guys just hit it off, huh?
We just kept chatting and chatting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How awesome is
we
that?
Go together. We decided to go to this expo.
Yeah, we went to surf expos and
pet
expos. We were like, okay, we're going to dive in because we were grinding, doing the RA and everything. We're like, all right, well, so we got to get out there and find an easier way to drink this Amazon Kool-Aid. So.
Well, that is awesome. And how long ago was that you guys
almost years.
Yeah, 3 years. Yeah.
That was nice and quick though, from meeting, just being kind of it's so funny. I feel like, you get on when you're in the different groups and stuff and we all kind of turn into colleagues, it's pretty funny. So, good thing there wasn't an HR department you guys had to report to or anything when you're dating your coworker.
You say that, but trust me, kids give you just as bad looks. So there's a 6-year-old upstairs, and trust me, she gives me everything she's worth.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's well, you guys will have to work through that. Darn. Yeah. How old are the kids?
18, 17, 12, and 6.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get that. And they're on. How are they? All girls?
2 boys are teenagers, and the 2 girls are younger.
Are they younger? Oh, so you haven't even gotten into the super sass. Yeah, I mean, that's a super sass time, but it's gonna be
worse. I don't know.
Oh man,
you'll be okay.
That is awesome. Well, good for you guys. I think it's awesome. I didn't even know. When I first heard about you guys, and I think we were in a side chat or whatever. I just thought you guys were married couple, and then I'm like, wait, why is he living? So you guys just fit together, right away. On that, just seemed really natural. So okay, so you guys went from doing the RA, and then like you said, you're looking for other stuff. So you guys were doing private, or you guys are doing like private label stuff too, right?
Yeah, that was a big thing for us to do. It was private label, so.
Yeah.
We tried a few things. It was a hit and miss, but you know, through trial and error, we finally found, you know, the light. So
cool.
Found something that works. It just kind of kept like expanding.
Exactly.
Awesome. So when did merch come into the picture for you guys?
Well, we joined right off because Chris said to, but then we didn't do anything for like a while, like a year.
Yeah.
And then we just like, oh, let's actually get going on this. Stuff started selling. We're like, okay, this is good.
Yeah, exactly.
And you guys each have an account, or do you guys work it together? How do you have a main account? How does it work?
We mostly work on my account now.
Okay.
Mine's 16K, so I just kind of sucked him over to mine.
Yeah.
Balling with my account with my $40 last month.
He doesn't do anything with it though.
Right.
No, I'm the grunt work on her side. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's similar. I mean, with actually, you know, John has an account that he plays around with, and he'll hit something here and there, but I mean, it's the same thing. It's just kind of, his is definitely more like a little bit of a hobby, and any like type of serious work that we put in, we just basically call it the, you know, main account that we work on. So, so when you guys started doing it, or when you started doing it as like, you know, looking at it like a real business, how does that look for you guys structure wise, like design wise and that type of stuff?
I mean, as far as design, you know, when we first started, we were like, okay, we got to get a graphic designer. And we didn't know the difference between graphic designers and illustrators.
Mm-hmm. We did, but
yeah, well, she kept telling me, she's like, you know, I should be able to tell them what I want, and they should be able to create what I want from what I tell them. And I'm like, they don't do that.
And go off on their own and just like, if I'm busy, just do stuff.
Yeah.
Work.
Exactly. You know, so through trial and error, we found some people that were on board with our vision.
Yeah.
And, you
our
know,
guy now, he just does whatever. He knows what to do.
Yeah.
He goes doing research. We showed him how to do research.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Keepa and stuff, and he'll just go find stuff.
But as far as like merch as a business, the door's wide open on that thing. I mean, you got to figure within a year, what are we looking at? We're looking at sweaters, hoodies, pop sockets. I mean, we're in 2 different countries now. I mean,
3.
3? Yeah, 3. Well, technically, yeah, that's right. So in another year, you never know what the possibilities will be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Amy, are you on mute on purpose?
Yeah, just in case.
Just making sure. I didn't want to think.
I'm here.
That's okay.
Remember that one time? Like, I really thought, so we were doing a show one time with everybody, and for some reason, like, I thought, like, she was just, like, I don't know, like, having an off night or something. I don't know, but, like, I was, like, talking to her, and, like, it just turned out that nobody could hear her, and I just didn't know that nobody could hear her, because I, like...
Oh, that dang Be Live.
Yeah, and you know what it is? I think it actually isn't a bad program. I think it was because we were bopping through like too many different things of ways to set up. Now that I have like a standard setup, it works. But anyways, so I just wanted to make sure that you were.
No, I'm here. I'm taking it all in. This is the first time that I've met Courtney, and I'm sorry, Dean is your name?
You got it.
Yes. Yeah, this is the first time I've met y'all, and a lot of people have talked you guys up. So it's really exciting to take it all in. So
nice.
Yeah. No, they definitely know their stuff, to the point of that you guys are now even expanding into like doing your own print on demand stuff as well. So I mean, I know okay, so you went and obviously really serious, have an awesome account at, you know, with merch and building that up, and then talk a little bit about like the transition of, okay, you have merch, it's becoming serious. What other things did you do with, you know, the different PODs and like kind of your strategy there, and then obviously now getting into, you guys are going to be doing some of your own printing. So how did all of that kind of...
We started with Etsy to start with, because you guys kept saying to do Etsy, So like, okay, we got to do it too. So we started doing that and just started, you know, just growing, kept adding to it. But he has a printer business anyway.
Okay.
He's good with printers anyway. He wanted to get a printer.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically second nature to me. So I was like, all right, I can either go from working on copiers to working on stuff that actually prints on garment. So let's merge those 2 worlds together. So
well, and you guys having experience of selling online through you know, Amazon already and doing some FBA stuff, there's a lot of stuff that like overlaps, which is awesome to have that experience. So it just kind of just makes sense to be like, okay, you know, we're going to do this. Now, how like, are you guys going to structure that in the beginning? Are you guys just basically going to fulfill some Etsy stuff, or like, what are you looking to do?
Yeah, we're just filling some of our own Etsy stuff, which for some reason we kept getting a ton of orders since we started printing. So it's kind of nice.
That is.
And then we're going to have like a few people to start off that we're going to print for, like through Q4, and then we're going to add more people.
Yeah, that was
more printers.
Yeah, that's the idea. That's what really what, you know, started the conversation of us buying this. We flew out to California to meet up with Matt and Aaron while we were out there, and we went to one of the manufacturers that print, you know, make printers and everything. And that was right when Matt started talking about how like some of the POD companies were just starting to lag on everything. And we were like, you know what? I mean, one good thing we want to get is a company that can do customer service. And right now, it's a flat line. There really is nobody out there that wants to do it. So we were like, you know what?
Right. And we ship fast. Like a day or two. Sometimes like we printed some stuff the same day. We get the order in a few hours ago.
Yeah.
It's like ready to go.
Yeah. The stuff we got this morning, we ordered last night, the blanks. We got it this morning, and they're already gone.
Yeah. So.
And blanks so blanks are just like the T-shirts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Or hoodies or whatever.
Yeah.
It is.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Whatever you print on.
Yeah. So,
now, are you guys like building like the next Teespring, Redbubble, TeePublic sort of thing, or is this just more fun for you guys?
I don't think we'll do the next Redbubble, but maybe the next Printful.
Right, something like that.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, that is really cool.
Yeah,
with faster shipping and not as many mistakes.
Exactly.
Good quality.
Exactly. I mean, nothing knocking those companies; they're pioneers in the industry. But you know, once you lose connection with the people that are actually out there making the designs and everything, you've lost your eye on the prize.
Well, isn't that one of the things that we do is we find where the needs are and we go in and fill that. So, I mean, I think it's wide open and a wonderful thing that y'all are planning to do. And I hope that y'all rock it.
Yeah. And see, the good thing about it is like, I do really good with, you know, focusing on one thing. And she's so good with freaking just keeping an eye on detail that we're good peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, in that rhythm where he's doing something and I'm okay, I go to this. And
exactly.
Just know what we're supposed to be doing. We've been shipping out eBay orders and prepping FBA. Like every day together.
Yeah. You have to be able to flow well with all that kind of stuff for sure. So, okay. So how many right now, you know, what is like the capacity that you guys can, you know, do or whatever? And then what do you estimate that you could do like at max capacity with just the one printer?
Maybe 150 a day.
That's nice. And is that kind of like 8-hour period, or is that like a grinder day that's longer?
8 hours. That's a little over 8 hours because you gotta figure, you know, if it's a white design, you know, it's gonna be less complex than the color design.
Yeah.
And quick.
Yeah, and quick. Yeah.
Doesn't have to do the white underbase. So it's just quick.
Right.
Yeah, because we tested it out on shirts and tank tops and onesies and hoodies, and everything's a different, you know, timeline. So
that
is so cool.
Depending on how complex the design is, it could take a little longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
and one of the reasons we got this printer per se is because it's one of the only printers in the industry that'll actually print on polyester. So most printers, like when we were in Pennsylvania, they won't touch polyester because it doesn't stick.
Okay.
Well, that's
ink has to be different too.
Exactly. The ink's got to be different and everything. But that's one of the main reasons we went with this company here, was because we know the potential of what polyester can do. So
awesome. I mean, so you know the difference. So what is like a comparison to like what are the printers called they use? They're not. They like own a piece of it now, right? What is it?
Courtney?
Yeah, they own a piece of it. I know it's like open because they like basically bought, like, I don't know if they bought the company or whatever, but you know, so yeah, Cornet or whatever. So
Those are
how many can they do versus?
way more.
Way
They
more.
can do 2 at once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their production on those machines that we saw are probably 1,200 a day.
Okay.
So you kind of think, I mean, I don't know, give or take, we saw 20, maybe.
Right.
And they're like 200K a piece.
Yeah, they're 200K a piece. You know,
A little bit higher price.
yeah, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
You know,
So is that basically the difference? So like obviously with this, it's going to have to be good quality. So really the difference is mainly the capacity, and that's pretty much it.
Not the quality. The quality is definitely as good on this one.
That's awesome. Wow.
Yeah, because we you know, we were talking to a few people, and they showed us some samples that they got from Printful, and just the quality that they're shipping out was just so subpar. And we showed a few of them tonight, and it's just ridiculous of the print quality. So because the printer prints in a higher DPI than what these other ones that are just pumping and going.
Okay.
They're trying to keep costs down.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, so how about that? So like how much, if you guys don't mind saying, like how much it was the printer, or should it be like if it was retail, whatever, how much are they?
25K.
Okay. And then now like the ink and stuff, like, I mean, I don't even know how to like compare that, because obviously it depends on how many you're using, how much colors, blah, 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 whatever. But I mean, can you give me like just something to go on when you say like, this is how much it is and it should last?
Like,
one of you guys have it figured out, probably.
Right. So like this bottle right here, this is an iPhone 6. Okay. So this bottle right here costs $200 worth of ink and everything. Now, white is so important because the way that these printers work, it prints a white underbase first, then it comes back and it prints the color.
On dark shirts.
On dark shirts, exactly. Where when we were up there, you saw them, they just pump and go because their ink's a little bit different. This ink, you gotta print the first white and then come back with the color.
Okay. And then each shirt, say you do a full color shirt, like about how long does it take for the printer to do a full color shirt?
Like 5-6 minutes.
Yeah, 5-6 minutes.
Okay.
Depends how complicated.
And then how about dry time? How do you
do the heat press? 2 90-second like presses on the heat press.
Yeah,
okay, so it has a heat press too, like it's all included.
Yeah, 180
No,
seconds.
you have to buy that separate.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And a pre-treat machine.
Yeah.
Separate also.
And a what?
A pre-treat machine. It lays down with the spray, and then you have to dry the spray, and then you print, and then you dry it.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are gonna want some people working this stuff for you.
For now, we're like good.
Yeah, no, that's what we want. We want to grind.
Eventually.
Yeah, we want to grind this Q4. You know what I mean? So I mean, our PL product we can get in a few days and ship it in, and at the same time we can fulfill eBay and then turn around and do this all in full circle. So
yeah,
that's awesome, and you guys are gonna make your customers like super happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We're excited about
it. Nice, because we can put the processing time down to like 2 to 4 days on Etsy instead.
Do you put the kids to work?
Sometimes.
What?
Put the kids to work.
Heck no.
We'll see. They help with other things like babysitting or like running errands.
Do you guys find that understanding how the printing process works and how the colors work and everything, does that help you in merch and knowing like what designs really will pop well on a shirt?
Good question.
I tell you one thing it brings to the light of attention is just uploading merch. Those people have the easiest part of the chain. There's so many steps that go in after the fact that you know, yeah, you definitely want to appreciate the part that we're doing as far as merch and everything. But as far as designs on this, simplicity, you know, that's what looks like the best so far for us. So,
yeah, it's cool seeing like the bright colors and what pops, you know. So like then you might want to design something like that. I'm like, more of these designs, more of these, you know, the designer.
The skull one.
The skull one, yeah. This is one of the ones that we did. This is just like a
wow.
That right on it.
Badass.
Yeah.
And those colors are bright too.
Yeah. Yeah. It comes out good. There's one on a dark shirt. This is like the sample ones we did with like the training and stuff. You can kind of see.
Oh, that's badass. You can see the detail like in the snake.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It comes out really good. Really, really good. There's another one that we did. We were printing on the front, the back.
Yeah. No, because the cool thing about when you buy the printer, you can get training from them.
Yeah.
So it's not like you just get it and they're just, because they want you to maintain the equipment and come back and buy ink and all that kind of good stuff,
Right.
And they tell you settings and stuff, that little ins and outs. Like
that's a nice little bonus. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you guys to get up to speed? You guys went to a training, like how long was that, and how long did it really take you guys to? But I mean, I guess if Dean was pretty familiar with printing it in general, it was obviously it's a little bit different, but probably caught on.
Online, actually, it was like through video chat, and it took like 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's like all day.
The best thing about it is I play dumb because it's best to play dumb and let them teach you. That way you could, you may pick up a few things. I did. I picked up stuff. So I mean, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was really good because you could ask questions and you just like walk through, especially like the setup and like how to priming the lines, that kind of stuff. That's good.
Yeah. Dean, are you checking in to see if there's any other questions? Because I'm really bad at that. I know Amy can like look at that too. I'm so bad at always looking at that because I never pop on YouTube and it like blocks it out for me. So I can't really see.
Yeah, I didn't even look. I'll be honest with you. I was just like never I didn't know. That was all.
That's why I want to see on there. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if Amy's popping on to see. Because I'm sure this is such a different topic. Like I can imagine that there has to be a good amount of questions because this isn't like pioneers out of the group that are doing this. It's awesome.
Well, there is one question in the chat. It took me a minute to find it. I'm terrible at this too. Let's see. Michelle Martin, she wanted to know, where did you find your VA and any advice on how to go that route?
We just did the online jobs PH like a while ago, though. Was it like over a year or two?
Yeah.
And we went through a bunch of people. And then our main guy, actually, we asked him if he knew anybody. And then he recommended somebody else. And that guy ended up being better. So we actually kind of got rid of the first guy. He just wasn't working.
Yeah. No.
And then we asked if he knew an illustrator, and he knew somebody. So he recommended him, and it's been great.
Yeah, exactly.
So y'all have had like the same VA for a while, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a couple of years.
That's nice to build that like that relationship and understand like how each other works. That's awesome.
He's constantly bugging us.
Constantly bugging
like,
us.
Sir Dean. More designs. I need this. I need that.
I swear he keeps telling me it's his birthday for a bonus, and I think the guy's got more birthdays in a year than anybody could, but whatever.
Like, do I get a present? Just kidding. Do I get a present?
Oh wow.
But we told him about it, about the t-shirt printer and everything. And he's stoked about it. And we told him that, we'll send him some shirts that he designs. And so it's kind of a little bit of a difference. It's something we can give back to him. So he's real stoked over that. So
that's cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
All right. Well, I want to see how this thing works. So I'm loving that you guys are going to actually give us a little bit of a sneak peek here. And how the printer, and tell us, so what kind of printer is it?
It's an Omni printer. It's called Omni. It's the model number is 330TX Plus. So basically, you saw the platens inside of PA where they basically stick the shirt on and all that kind of stuff. Well, you have
get the file on here.
Right. You have a adult platen. Okay. What this basically does, you put the shirt on, it sits on the printer and prints. Mm-hmm. But, at the same time, platens come in different sizes. So, we got a toddler platen. So
Dean was supposed to download the file that we were looking at earlier, and he didn't.
Yeah, I slacked. Whatever.
It's all right. We'll fill it in.
Exactly. So
set it up on here. The RIP software. Why don't you turn the computer? And then throw it on the RIP software. So you have this software. I don't think you can see. Can you see that? No.
Probably not.
Not yet.
Kinda.
Okay, yeah.
Here, when you hold this, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, tilt it down a little bit.
Like that.
Okay.
Then you have to go in here and you set it up as like black, color, white, just a black shirt. Go down. You have to just do all these like settings here. Properties.
And it's cool because they told us
And then
all how
set
to
up
do this
your
over the course of like
margin.
1 day. So
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, to be able to do like, okay, get trained on your machine at your house, and with those types, I mean, those prints are amazing. So
You have to set up all this stuff. You have to set up this thing called the white underbase choke because the white like shrinks at a different rate. And it's too small.
Now, did y'all find that the training was good enough for y'all to like that you didn't need the hand holding as much and you could just go like right in, user friendly type of thing?
yeah.
That's awesome.
Choose the wrong file.
Did I choose the wrong file?
Yeah.
I chose the wrong file. Figures.
Let's see here.
Go show 'em. Did I? No, I didn't.
I'm blaming you.
You're not.
Whenever you mess up, I blame you.
You blame me. Nice.
Exactly.
Nice. How come it's so small? I don't know how to make it bigger.
That's what she said. All right.
John is high-fiving you right now, Dean.
That's what I'm talking about.
Virtually.
It is the right size. It's the right. Oh, I chose the wrong one. You're right.
This is recorded, right?
The wrong one.
It is.
This is recorded, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Save it, Dean.
This is the best day ever.
No, you just messed it up.
The best day ever.
Okay. Messed it up. To redo the settings. There. Good. There's a lot of steps you have to go through. There's like 6 different steps you have to do just to print like an image.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll take it off of that.
So right now, do you guys have any strategy to where you will print and like send some stuff in for FBA, or just not yet? Do you guys have some things that you think will do well, or are you just going to do print on demand?
We want to actually, start doing it FBA as well. Because we could do the merchant fulfilled and turn around and give a window of 3 days for logistics time. And then by the time we get the shirt the next day, we could turn around and print it and ship it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we got the image up here.
Okay.
This is like the image right here that we're gonna do. It's horrible lighting, isn't it?
It is. I can't.
We'll
see
put it on the printer.
a little bit.
We'll put it on the printer.
So basically, before she actually even puts the shirt on the printer, she's got to put it on the pre-treat machine.
Okay.
And what the pre-treat machine does, it'll actually put down a layer of pre-treat. And once it's on there, then you actually have to put it on the heat press and basically remove any moisture or anything like that from the what's left over from the pre-treat. So, and then what we do there is actually today, like we just pounded out like 15 orders, and we went ahead and we just went ahead and pre-treated all the shirts first, and then when it was time to print, she was able to just pull them off the stack. So, I mean, that was, it's going to take a little figuring out like what's the right steps and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, let's see.
Come over to the printer.
Oh.
And then we click OK, like print on our software.
Did you see you got an ink system here in the back?
Yeah.
So as you see in the far left corner over here, these are all white.
Okay.
You have 4 white colors. And the reason why is because you're using more white than anything, but you got black, you got cyan, you got magenta, and you got yellow.
Okay.
So you got that. And nice.
Does it have that vinegar smell that we all know well from merch?
No, but we can provide that though.
It's actually a little bit not that bad. It's not that bad though.
So what it's doing right now is actually just laying down the white base.
We actually don't have to see that.
You had a white shirt or a black shirt with white writing, you would only need one pass.
Okay.
Yeah. It'd be a lot.
And it obviously it just basically does all of that. It just knows based on the design. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
You just have to go.
Now, sometimes with merch, like they'll do the white base, and then sometimes it might be off a little bit. How does that happen? Is it just because it like moves just slightly through the next process, or
when what happens is, okay, let's just say you got a circle and it's 100.
Sorry, tilt it down a little bit because I think wasn't the shirt coming out? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay.
So let's just say you have a circle. It's 100 pixels around. Okay. Well, what they need to do is actually take it to a circle that is actually 98 pixels around. So that way the white's just inside the parameter of it and everything. So if you're starting to see like white lines out of the designs and everything that people are getting, it's because it's called a choke. And the choke basically brings down the inner design just a little bit before the other. So, I mean, but it could be a print head issue or whatnot, So
it's just really cool that you can like understand like how the little things, how they happen.
It's crazy. I pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I mean that looks badass to me. Like that is cool.
That is awesome.
So it automatically did the first. So now it's going to calibrate itself, and now it's going to come back and actually lay down the color. So it's basically aligning itself and then going to town. But as we're sitting there and this is printing, we're able to pre-treat machine or go do pre-treat, go do heat press on the other shirt, pack up eBay orders or whatever, I mean, it's not just it's funny because she was sitting there dealing with something upstairs, and once the printer was done, it dinged, so she knew better to come back downstairs and like, okay, go ahead and jump on the next one.
Yeah. And then I'm on the heat press when it's printing, and then you can set the next job up, and then still plenty of time.
Well,
Stay ahead of it. It's going. You can almost see it.
Well, that's it, folks. Y'all have a good evening.
No, I want to see. Tilt it down a little bit. We're just seeing the top. Oh, yeah. I want to see the T-shirt coming out. That is awesome. Wow. Well, that's cool. That's a little insight for everybody to see how these are actually done. And
right.
It's amazing.
We just don't have the tunnel dryer and stuff like Amazon does, but
yeah,
that looks beautiful. I mean, those colors, it looks really nice on that shirt,
and it's clean.
And
yeah.
Courtney made a statement earlier that like some companies don't do distressing really well.
Yeah.
So this right here is allowing, because you got to figure like all these black spots, the white's not there. So like you were saying earlier, that you would see little white lines and everything. Because we brought that choke down, you don't see the white lines through the distressing and all that kind of stuff.
Man, the technology is sick.
Yeah.
And it's like done in no time. I mean, I can't believe it's like laying the color already.
Yeah, it's like the little, I mean, and it's so neat. I've seen Cassie had shared, and it was, I don't know, it was just a picture. I don't think she shared a video yet, but she's doing what's that other printing that you do like on the mug? It's called something else.
Sublimation.
Yeah, that. I'm like, this is totally, I mean, I didn't even know what print on demand was until last, fall or whatever. So now, and they're like talking about sublimation. I'm just thinking it's a different type of like this type of printer. And then I just saw like where something was like where they like wrapped it on or something, and then I don't know.
Right, and then you just heat it up. We can do that with the heat press with like vinyls and stuff on shirts.
Sweet.
Just heat press it with the same heat press.
Yeah, that's really versatile.
The shirt actually had a wrinkle right there. You can see this is a test shirt.
Yeah.
It's not like one of our perfect shirts.
See, so
I think it looks great. If it's not a perfect shirt, I think that's pretty close to it.
Pretty close.
And see, with this machine, you can actually take the platen off. Where most of them are fixed platens, you're able to take it off right now. So I could take this off, and she could already have another one preloaded, ready to go. So I mean,
that's cool.
Just like comes out.
Yeah, and there she just takes it to the heat press and knocks it out. We got it turned off right now.
I turned it on.
It's gonna take a while. It's only like 160.
Yeah. Well, I'll just then you would come over here, which we can't do it right now, but then you just stick it on there.
Yeah, and just heat pressed it. So
that's pretty much it.
That is flipping awesome.
That is.
But then you sit there.
I don't know, like I'm geeked out about it. Like a year ago, it's like, hey, what's a t-shirt, you know? And this is
exactly.
Yeah, this is cool.
You think of it now as on our end. Okay, we got the order. Let's just say we got the order overnight. Then not tomorrow, obviously, and of course not Thursday because of Thanksgiving. But on a regular week, we could turn around and have the thing sent out in a matter of a day or so, and not use DHL like some of these print on demand companies are using and everything to take forever and a day. We could turn around and ship that thing out.
Right, priority or overnight, or if someone needs it.
Exactly. And see, the cool thing is near her and everything, there's a post office that don't close till like 9 o'clock at nighttime.
Okay.
So like when Q4 gets here and everything, it's here now, obviously, but
the real our Q4 is not. Yeah, it's coming.
Friday.
Yeah, but we're ready to put the thing to work. That's what it's here for. So we don't want a paperweight.
Right. So what types of? So you guys said, what different items are you offering right now? Or are you guys selling? Because then you said hoodies, t-shirts.
We'll see t-shirts like the Bella t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have like a hoodie, tank top, maybe like a V-neck.
Yeah.
And a tank.
Yeah. I think onesies is gonna be a good untapped market right now.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
So how do you guys do it with obviously with the different sizes and the different how quickly can you get those? How are you gonna stock those? Like,
we'll stock like the black, like the main colors we're gonna have in stock, but then we can get them in a day actually.
Oh, cool. So there's something you guys have like a local hookup to where you can get them?
Yeah.
Sweet. That makes it, that makes all the difference, I think. And I think that's where, thinking about it, like, oh my gosh, if you get an order and you have all these different items offered, it's like, how are you gonna, you never know what's gonna come in or whatever. So
right, exactly.
If you have like lots of different colors, then we can get that color.
Yeah, let them carry the inventory, and that way we're able to keep the cash inside versus keeping it sit on the shelf and everything versus inventory. So
but we'll keep like black and gray and white.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome.
Whatever people want us to carry, I mean, we're open.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. It's gonna be really cool when you guys decide. I mean, you guys aren't gonna have you're going to have plenty of business whenever you decide to open it up. That's for sure. I guarantee you there's going to be plenty of people that are going to be like, take me, let me, be your client, basically be your customer, because, like you said, there's people have been frustrated for a while, and being able to have that, direct connect and not feel like you're communicating to like the black hole is going to be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And like right now we're building out the website that'll basically do exactly what Printful will do. But we want to focus more so on getting in touch with the right people during Q4. So that way, when we get into Q1 and we invest the money in more printers, then we got, great soundboards out there.
Well, we've been in the process of figuring out software that's like Printful, where you can upload your design and tweak it and everything.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff. But it's just kind of complicated.
I bet.
You pull all the orders from everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and it really sounds like y'all really want to go about it the right way that's going to make y'all happy and ultimately your customers happy and ultimately their customers happy. So that's a great perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, but no, I mean, we still have, you know, a few slots open that we want to, you know, if people, if it's invite only right now, that, you know, but, you know, if people are interested or whatever, you know, they can just go to like tduel.com because we have like a wait list form right there. So.
Okay. So, and T Duel, how do you spell that?
It's going to be TEE Duel, DUEL.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So everybody's got that. So now you're going to be blasted with the on the wait list. So, okay. So how do you guys have like a timeline of what or a number of printers or a goal or whatever where you guys want to be like for next Q4?
He already wants to buy another printer.
I want to buy a Courtney. Yeah, I'm ready.
He's looking at
where do you put that thing? It's a freaking car.
We'll buy a new house.
House
We'll buy a new house. I'll sell that house in Florida today.
Like, not yet.
That's the reason we got this house, because it had an extra bedroom.
We're gonna run out of room though. We're going to move to some other location.
That's not an issue. No, realistically, you know, we're looking at, you know, working with somebody that's going to work on the West Coast, and we're going to work on the East Coast, and, you know, they'll be able to do the exact same thing with us, something like the West Coast. So they'll be able to, you know, we can cut down shipping times and all that kind of good stuff. But next Q4, I'd be shocked if we didn't have at least 2 more printers, and, you know, going with it from that direction, because, you know, Printful's been in it for what, 5+ years. You know, we don't want to run too fast.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We want to keep the quality and fast shipping.
Exactly. You know, so I mean, quality and customer service are 2 things that a lot of companies have forgotten. So.
Yeah. So, and do you guys, either of you have any experience in anything like that? Like managing something like that? You know, like a team or.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. She's got what, 4 kids?
It's easier to manage, honestly.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, we're going to work with the right people, and, you know, we'll bring in the, you know, I've had companies that have had, you know, great employees, and I've had companies that are just straight bums. But, you know, it's just getting the right people involved.
Yeah. Workers.
Yeah.
Not slacker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'd be a good problem to have, you know, once we start evolving, and then, you know, as long as they stick to the business plan and what our vision is, that's our big thing.
Yeah, we may need to expand into like another location.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
I'm ready to go, but she's like, hold on. So.
You'll work all that out, I'm sure. And it's so funny because I feel like it's just such a fast-paced space to be in, like this online. I mean, to even look at where you guys have, hey, we just met doing RA, then we were in merch, now we're in our own printer company. Like, you're like, yeah, that was 2 years. I mean, it's only 2 years ago. You're like, that was 2 years ago.
It's crazy how much things change.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's jump on and see if we have any more questions on here.
Anything up yet? Nope.
What to do?
What?
Merch Elephant, Matt Sheeran. I'm sorry if I butchered your last name, but he says, "Can I get a how you doing, y'all from D?"
Yes, the Sheeran. He's up in the north. He's like up in Alaska. That dude, he's living the wide open spaces right now.
Oh, the views are amazing.
You have to say, he said, how you doing, y'all? You got to say it from you.
Can I get a how you doing, y'all?
How you doing, y'all? That's it.
There we go.
The other day we were sitting there and we were talking via private messenger, me and Matt, and I was Courtney and Aaron's all in the same group chat and everything, and I was using Courtney's phone, so it was dinging as Courtney and everything. And I said, y'all have a good one, and y'all take plenty of pictures. And then I had to come back and let him know that was me, and he was like, yeah, y'all kind of threw me off with Courtney.
It is funny. It would be the same thing. John, like, I can't can't like let him because he has a totally different like personality, and what he says, people would take it totally differently like than what I would say. So if he's like a response, I'm like, don't respond in your way that you respond, because it's not going to come off right from my phone. So I'll be like, all right, whatever. But
you need to write a paragraph. Just
nope.
He always writes a book.
Too bad.
But all right, guys. Well, I don't think we have any additional questions on here. What do you think, Amy?
I think that was really cool to see the printer in action.
I think it was killer.
So thanks so much for sharing that with us. Y'all definitely didn't have to do that, but that was cool to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole nother area. You know, I mean, anybody that really wants to dive into merch, I mean, you got to think about it. You're already producing the graphics and everything. You could work with somebody to help create shirts. And I mean, the opportunities are there. You just can't look through just look at the tunnel and think, you know, this is my only option. You know, take a chance, see what's out there. So, I mean, that's last year we didn't touch Etsy. And you know, then we started putting our toes in the water in Etsy, and now it's evolved to this. So, I mean, you know, take chances out there.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because I was actually talking with Amy Herberger and Amy this morning, and it kind of goes very similar along with that. I was just saying how for so long, John and I have been in the Amazon space. Like, we started there, you know, so when you start there and you evolve and you just learn to play by their rules, it's like you get boxed in like by their rules, and you're so used to focusing. And I had shown them, I was like, oh my gosh, there's going to be a talk. I'm going to give it away, but whatever. I'm going to be in a conference in a few months. And I was like, I think I figured out what I'm going to talk about, because like, do you guys know like I don't know, the story or whatever it is of like the circus elephants, where they're like, you know, initially when they're little, they strap them to like the post or whatever, and then they can't get away. And it really hurts them if they try and get away because they're so little. Well, when they grow up, they still just tie them by that little rope where they could totally go and get away, but they just don't know because they've been so like contained from when they're little, and they just stay there. Like they could easily just leave. And so it's just so funny because I was thinking, I'm like, man, I was like, because now we've been like expanding outside of that box. And I was just like, holy cow. I've just felt like it's just like a whole new world. And what have we been doing? We've been so like, we've known it's been out there, but like, it's just something that's so far because it's a different playing field, you know? And so you just get so into following their rules and, you know, playing by, you know, all of these different things that you have to do. And when you get out, it's just like, wow, like, you know, feels like so much is like illegal with like Amazon when it's really not, you know, it's just, and I appreciate it though. I mean, I feel they definitely take, especially with both merch and FBA. I was like, but I also think about it because I'm like trying to figure out how to like automate stuff. And I was like, there's huge chunks of our business that are just automated already. Like, you know, if you think about it, if we were like starting a business by itself and we had to automate all this stuff between like customer service and shipping and just all of these different things, and obviously a huge part of marketing, I mean, that's a totally different ball game, you know. And like you even said with merch, Dean, you mentioned that, you know, now you guys seeing everything else that goes into it. What we were doing with merch is like this much. They take care of so much for us that we don't even have to deal with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
I look at us, you know, like we started last year, you know, even though we started in 2016, we really were grinding for a year. And I mean, some people look at it as like, you know, we're not making the sales that we want to and all that kind of stuff. We're in the same boat. You know, you just got to keep on doing it, you know, just don't give up. And
it's good to expand because what doesn't sell on merch is getting buried on merch, might sell on Etsy or somewhere else.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the game. So are you guys still like designing and stuff, and are you still putting stuff up for merch? And
we did a bunch of pop sockets our own, but mostly not too much designing.
Yeah, pop sockets usually kick butt for us.
Yeah, they're easy.
Yeah,
we don't do too much designing anymore.
I do like uploading and stuff.
Uploading?
Yeah, like I mean, you're like uploading stuff, new stuff.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
To both. We just opened another Etsy store over the weekend too, so I was like working on that all weekend.
Yeah.
And ballers, that is awesome. Good deal.
Now's the time to grind because guess what?
Then you guys just don't sleep then, right?
No.
Sorta.
Because we get literally a month and a half to make Amazon do what it's supposed to do, and it can either be your whole year or you could just sit there and wait till the next one.
Right.
Yeah.
We want to make sure this Q4 is what we want it to be. So
Cool.
it's taken a lot of prep. It's not something that came over time because we flew out to California in the summertime, and that was
Yeah, and then we had to get all the pieces and research everything.
Oh yeah, it's nothing overnight, but you take the steps. You just wait. You be patient, and it'll eventually, as long as your hard work is doing right, you'll do good.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's awesome. Super inspiring. Super inspiring. I mean, just to think about everything that, like I said, you guys are doing. I can't believe you're not putting those kids to work. I mean, obviously, and you do have lives as well, and you have more kids. So, well, it's incredible. So congratulations to you guys. I love it. I think it's going to be amazing to watch, and I can't wait to speak with you guys, obviously before then, but for sure be able to see, what's going on like next Q4. I think you guys are just going to be going crazy. So I think it's amazing.
It'd be cool.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. And again, giving us a little bit of a sneak peek on that. And have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Everybody else too, everybody that's on here. Thanks for hopping on. And you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And again, we'll have to bug you guys after Q4 and get a rundown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
You know what? Y'all have a good Thanksgiving. How about that?
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
There it is. I said it. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, get to print some shirts.
Bye, y'all.
All right, later.